Tour guide Kayaditi here for Raptor Cliffs, all holes in one. So on hole one, putt towards the scorecard of that post there. Went right to it, got it on the second try. If you go to the left, towards that post there, also seemed to be a great little path to get it in. Both went really quick. Hole two, on the other hand, does not like to ace if you go over spike. Definitely the thing to do in game. But for the ace, I just took it off the stairs over there. Right to the corner of the stairs, it pops it up. Not consistently enough for me to bother doing that in game. One spike will take you right over the top, but, you know, gotta get an ace somehow. On three, it's a pretty gentle putt. Four. So, pretty easy to lay this up and do it in two, because that particular split in the board, where the first board is, takes it right to the hole. So if you can just lay it up to tap it in there, you're good. As far as the ace goes, you could try this. I got a left and a right one, just to get it down to the bridge, and didn't take long at all for it to just, you know, bounce into the right groove and run it all the way down to the bottom. It's just in game whether or not that's consistent. But the thing is, you're getting down there anyway. So, you know, why not give it a shot at the ace? The trick is just whether you can actually get it to go down the bridge first try, obviously. Because if not, laying it up was the safer way to go. On five, jumping across the bridge, it can come back. It's got that nice little ramp back there to roll it back towards the hole. And the second time I did it, didn't even use the ramp, went straight to it and popped it up. If only it had done that on hole 18. 18 will not, I could not get it to pop up and do that. Please do. Oh. Look at that. Everybody with the hole-in-ones. 3 hole-in-ones. For 7. I got 2 aces in here, and both of them I ended up putting towards the exact same spot, the far side of that first log, and they came around really nicely. The second ace came in a little nutty off the hill back there. Pretty funny too, because you can't see the hole from where you're standing at tee, at least not as short as I am. So I had to like listen. And I was like, whoa. Eight's got 2 inner tubes that'll get you an automatic hole-in-one if it'll bounce back and land in them. Went ahead and did an ace for both. You could always skip it all together. Yep, that one surprised me. For 9, just pointing out a couple of spots where I was like, how do you get it down there, you know, and as far as possible on the first putt, because it definitely likes to bounce out. A couple of different things showed up. There's probably more spots than even that. The crazy part was with the ace, I had the ace on this in like 20 seconds. Like the first time it got down to the bottom, it aced. I was absolutely stunned. And then it got weirder because I went in hard, and the exact same thing happened. The second putt in hard I did on this hole 9 aced. The very first time the ball got down to the bottom. I'm like, what the heck? It was so cool. Take luck where I can get it, because I sure didn't get lucky on 18. That one took as long as everything in here put together. Alright, 10 was pretty funny, because I'm like, you can go to the left like that. That's a pretty safe route. Gets you right to the hole. It wants to bank it right back towards the hole. But I ended up, I was trying a number of different things, of course, and so the ace happened pretty quick, just going right through the middle. But it's a very narrow channel. So in game, I'm like, I'll, you know, go to the left in game. Then I went and played with my friend Robin, and she's like, well, I'm just going to, like, take it to the right over here. Like, this seems, you know, easier. And she's so right. Like, seriously, look at this. Like, what was I even thinking? I don't know why I was making it so complicated. Although I did get a little tap off his foot or whatever, but I pretty sure it'll bank beautifully right between the legs. And it's like, okay, that ace took 30 seconds to get. Don't know why I didn't do that originally. 11, you can go right or left. I was doing them both equally because both had ways they would get real close to the hole. 11 aced pretty quick, and I was like, that's great. In game so far, I've kind of gone to the right just because I felt like it, angles it right back to the hole, but then it can bounce away from the hole. So, I don't know. Kind of depends on what works for you. On 12, this is one I probably, I got lucky. And nearly dunked it and stuff like that. But the ace, just hitting it on the far side of that first green. That way it doesn't hit the sand and bounce out. And then it ended up popping in the hole like that. Took a bit, but not nearly as long as I would have thought it would have taken. 13. You have to get it to go up that little ramp. It'll come back and roll on top of that hill for you, which is super nice. First ace I got, went a little crazy, banked a couple of ways, and came back to the hole. But also wanted a nice little pop-up dunk since it will do that. Love how they wiggle. 14. Take it to the left there. You could lay it up in one. It is kind of unpredictable, but it will do that. But I just bump it down in that lower section. And then the first time I tried it, it actually went in the hole. I was like, oh my God. So usually that would be getting it in 3. Almost dunked it. But the ace, I got that nice path through the middle. I'm going to work on that one, see if I can't learn to do that really well for in-game. Because I got that nice little point back there. It rolls it right back towards the hole. So that did that quite a few times, and it would get real near the hole. 15, very straightforward. Happened real fast, just taking it off that log over there. Because even when it doesn't ace, it stays in the area almost every time. Thought, well, what if you just pop it back behind you and pop it up and over? And even that got an ace quickly. So I don't think I would try it in game just because it could bounce back down. But if you feel like that's easier to do than trying to aim for that one log. 16's got a number of things you can do. And Mr. Dino can help knock things over there. I even tried going up that hill. The very first time it went right up and over like that. And then every other time like it doesn't like to pop up and over. So not a great move for in-game. But there's a board back there, and if you aim for that board, it'll go right to it. And when I got the ace, it was with a little help from a friend. Alright, 17 was kind of wild because I got it on the second try, which totally surprised me. First try, I hit it too hard, which probably everybody does, and then I realized, okay, that needs to go off more gently, and then boom, went right in. I did get a second ace, pretty easily, just to show, different places it was going off the ramp to stay in there. But both times it's just going pretty gently, and then came back around. 18. Oh my God. See how I'm just trying to, that path right up the middle? That's what I did the vast majority of the time. Because in game, that's, if you're really wanting to get it to the top, but it comes in hot, it bounces out of the hole. It will not just pop up and stay in. Oh, so trying for crazy things, that part of the hill, trying to get it to kind of pop up something different and hit something, a bush or the, the rock, anything. That one almost dunked back in the hole. So using the hill to catch the bushes or whatever is what paid off. So you can see where it's catching where the shadow of the hill is kind of in that area. And finally, took more than everything else put together and then some. And the thought of doing this in hard is like a nightmare. But was very grateful for it to finally go in.
My face.
Oh yeah, you're great.
Okay.
Yay.
Alright, so you can stand on the mat, hold your putter in it. It vibrates. Whee!
Oh my God, you gotta put that in a video, of course.
That's probably what she was doing. You said you already had your turn. There you go. There he goes.
Woo! Woo! So many things you can write. I love it. Alright, subscribe if you like. Likes and comments are welcome. Thanks for watching.